Hi, I'm Jenny from Jenny Root Photography. I wanted to talk to you guys today about some sales that I have going on in the studio. As we all know, we're going through a pandemic right now that is really hitting the small businesses hard, especially the small businesses. I've been hearing about all of these relief resources, but I just personally have not been able to tap into any of those right now. So I am offering some sales at my studio to help get overhead taken care of until this pandemic is over. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about that, introduce those to you, and open those up. They're on the website now so that anybody who's interested can start ordering those. At the first of the year, I had announced at the end of last year that I was going to have all new menu of sessions available, and I did do that. So as of the beginning of 2020, I had new sessions on my session menu on my website in my studio, and three of those. One was actually a part of my previous menu, but I just modified it to change its price point. So three of those sessions I am offering on sale right now to help kind of recover some of the damage that's been done because of the pandemic. I've never had a sale before, and I never intended to have a sale and don't intend to have sales again. I had just chosen at the beginning of my business that I was not going to brand my business with coupons or sales. Based on the work that I do, I just felt like that just wasn't the direction that I wanted to go. But because of this emergency, that is what I've decided I needed to do to kind of help myself get through this crisis. So probably won't happen again unless we have another emergency again. So if you're interested, make sure you take advantage of it now. Three of the sessions, one is a lifestyle session. I created this session for mainly with the tourist in mind. Tourists don't have time to do all of the appointments that are required in my sessions. When I have a session, I have a pre-shoot consultation where I sit down with my clients, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours, and we talk about their personality, their likes and their dislikes, and their different hopes for the session, and we conceptualize together. And then if we have that session appointment months before the session, then I start planning and conceptualizing for their actual session, so that session is unique to them. Then we have the session, and then we have a follow-up appointment, which is their viewing ordering session. So right from the get-go, I have 6 hours of FaceTime with my clients, not counting all of the hours that I'm editing, because I can sometimes produce up to 200 images, 200 unique images that I provide to my clients that I have to edit. It can go down into the 70s, especially with boys. Like if I'm shooting a boy session, they don't want a bunch of pictures taken. So, my sessions can be as low as 70, but if I have somebody who is really enjoying getting their picture taken, or a big family, I can sometimes provide up to 200 pictures. So all of my sessions are time heavy, and the price of my sessions reflect that. But I knew that one, I needed to provide a session for tourists, and I also needed to provide a session that was at a different price point so that it was more available to more people, more accessible to more people. So at the start of the year, I created the lifestyle session. It's a one and done. It's an all-inclusive session, has none of those pre-shoot consultations, the follow-up consultation. People aren't having to choose what they want to buy. The digital files are all included, and it's a 1 hour session. It's a lifestyle session, $800. It is right now, it's on sale for $400. So if you have wanted to get a family session with me, now is the time to do it. It's never going to be cheaper than it is right now. The other one is a fun one. I'm really excited about these sessions, and it's called the Tween and Company, and it is just that. It's like a glamour shoot for the tween. Anybody whose kid has kids knows they go from that, little kid look to where then they're kind of gross, and then they start caring about themselves. Boys start wearing deodorant, and they start showering, and they start doing their hair. And then very quickly from that point, they become young adults, and they lose all their baby fat, and they don't look like little kids anymore, and they don't act like little kids anymore, and they don't want anything to do with this, and they don't want to do anything that's fun, that we think's fun. And so this session is a super fun session for that in-between stage to catch them from baby, little kid, right before they become young adults. And this one's especially fun for girls. They love to come in and get all dressed up, do their makeup, do their hair, and come in and look gorgeous. And it would be a really fun session to do with like 3 or 4 girls. It'd be a great session to come in and just play dress up. So it's the Tween and Company session. First of all, if you go to my website, at the announcement bar is where you find the sales. Click on it. And unfortunately, it comes to a blank screen because I haven't figured out how to fix this yet. You have to actually click on the word sale. And then you'll find the sessions. And I wanted to show you. I did this session with my son, actually a couple of years ago. I need to update and do another session with him. But we did this session, super fun. He had a blast. I got some amazing pictures of him. That session was $350. Right now it's on sale for $175. And it includes 3 digital files. It's a 1-hour session, includes 3 digital files. Of course, you can always buy more, get more, buy product, buy little albums, whatever. But right now, cheapest it'll ever be. The last one is one that was actually already on my session menu, but I've made it easier to do for the client. And I have, because it's a little easier for the client, it makes it a little easier for me. So I was able to lower the price a little bit because I have less FaceTime hours with the client. So before it was the same thing. We would set up the appointment, pay for the session, then we would have the session, and the session was longer, and then the client would have to come in, they would choose their 5 images that they wanted, and it was separate. They paid for the session separate, and then they paid for the digital files separate. And it just, at the end of the day for headshot, it kind of seemed a little inconvenient. So I lumped it all together. There's not that follow-up ordering session. So you come in, it's a 30-minute headshot session. You get your pictures taken. I pick your 5 best because usually the ones that I would have picked are the ones the client picks anyway, or the client is like, I have no idea what I like, and then they let me choose anyway. So it just cuts that out. And especially if you're a busy business person and you're in for your headshot for work, you don't have time to be taken off work to come in for that selection appointment anyway. So it's a one and done session. And it can be found here as well. It was $300 and it is on sale for $150 now. It includes 5 digital files. So a 30-minute session, 5 digital files. It was $300, now it's $150. Everybody needs a rockin' powerful profile picture on whichever social media you use. Everything requires an avatar now. So, every single software that I rent, all of my business software, everything is like, upload your picture here. You've got LinkedIn, you've got Facebook, you have Instagram, you have, what are some other ones? I know that my Adobe subscription, I upload a picture. All of my online business, continuing education threads, all of those, I've had to upload my picture. We all have to have an amazing, presence out there. So that's what this session is for. A lot of companies expect you to get a headshot done so that they can put you on their website and introduce you to new clients, or, some of them hire their own photographer who comes in and does all of them, but not every company does that. So headshot session. Even if you're just a social media person, or you're a blogger and you need your picture for your blog, or if you have an online store and you need that amazing about me picture, then that's what this session is for. So those are the 3 sessions that are on sale right now. They are only on sale until May 1st. On sale from now until May 1st of this year, obviously. Those sessions, the live sale session, there are 8 available. So if you want one, you need to get on there and be the first to buy, because when those 8 are gone, those 8 are gone until May 1st. The Tween and Company has 8 sessions as well. So when those 8 are sold, they're done. And then the Headshot session, there's actually 10 sessions available. Those sessions are good for any time that the quarantine is off until November 1st. After November 1st, those sessions will expire. Anybody who lives in our area knows that that is the busiest time of the year for us, and so I cannot be doing any of those sessions during that time. So those sessions have to be done anytime up until November 1st. So at that point, they will expire. Limited quantity, not available after May 1st, and they expire November 1st. So get on there, get them bought. Probably won't happen again outside of the quarantine, outside of the COVID-19 scare. And so if you've wanted to have a session and you're also somebody who is wanting to help small business during this time, here's a great opportunity for you. It's going to keep my studio doors open. It's going to keep the electricity on. It's going to keep, all the overhead paid for me, hopefully for the next 2 months. Also, some great news during this time, because everybody's shut down. The lady or the couple who own my studio space, who own the building that I'm in, they have all of the downstairs shops. They have shut our building down for business. And because of that, they are putting all new floors in my studio. So anybody who's been in my studio knows that I have like seafoam green carpet, and I have built little vignettes of flooring here and there in my studio to kind of make it look nice. But it's not, and it's really hard to use. I'm going to have all new floors soon, and so I'm completely repainting the studio. So once the quarantine's over, come in, have a session in the new studio. Other than that, that was all that I needed to tell you. I appreciate your time. Stay safe during the quarantine and make sure that you sanitize. All right, thanks.